Hi everyone, this is your Young People's Love Tap video. I'm scared. That does not make me happy. I'm sure it doesn't make you happy, and I'm sure it doesn't feel good because nobody likes being scared or being fearful or afraid. Nobody likes that, and it doesn't make people happy. So we're going to talk about this briefly, and then I'm going to give you some tips because we want you to take some actions to move away from being scared. It is especially reasonable to be scared at this time during a pandemic. It's just reasonable. However, even though it's reasonable to be afraid or scared because we're in a pandemic, there are skills you can take on that will just bring your feeling scared or fear way down to a dull roar. And that's where we want you to be. We want you to have rational fears and be in action so that this doesn't take over your life. So a couple questions for you. I want to know, is your fear, is it an actual fear? Do you have a fear of something? Or is it anxiety? Because anxiety can leave you feeling scared or fearful, but it's really sourced by anxiety as opposed to an actual threat of some kind. And the next question is it rational? Is your fear rational? Does everybody else feel the same level of fear and panic? And they may or they may not, probably not, but possible. So you want to look and see, how often are you scared? Are you frequently scared? Is this a predominant or common feeling for you? Well, it may or may not be. But regardless, we want to interrupt you feeling scared because it's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your body or your physical health. It just doesn't leave you feeling good. There's nothing good about being scared or being scared all the time or being fearful. So we want to take some actions to interrupt. So the number one thing I want to say is, when you learn really powerful and solid life skills, which is what my videos are about, by the way, then you become highly functional in life regardless of what's going on. So under the umbrella of growth and development, you're going to go to work to build skills and actually heal yourself from past wounds or hurts and be able to be really functional in life. It's like a superpower to be really functional in life because, quite frankly, we have the predominant number of Americans who grew up in dysfunctional families, and therefore we're kind of living in a dysfunctional world and society, but that doesn't mean you have to be dysfunctional. So under this umbrella of growth and development, which is all the good stuff, you're going to want to go to work first on growing your emotional skills and abilities, because that is primo. It's definitely like a superpower. I have a video about that, actually several videos that will help you in dealing with your emotions. The next thing I want you to do, to put on your list, which will actually help you manage being scared or afraid or fearful, is to be well loved. Now, I have a video called Be Well Loved. I want you to watch it because this is the thing you want to have happen in your life no matter what else happens for you. You want to be well loved. And that involves a whole bunch of things, because to be well loved, you might have to be a little vulnerable. You might have to trust people. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So you want to put in your list, be well loved. That will help you bring down lots of being scared. Now, the other thing I would suggest to you is that you look at my video called Inner versus Outer Beauty, because sometimes when people feel scared or they're fearful or they have anxiety, it's because they need to go to work on the inside of themselves. You know, they're comparing themselves to others, or they're engaging in behaviors that just really aren't helpful. And sometimes it's cognitive functioning. But look at that video on Inner versus Outer Beauty, because I think that will be helpful. The other things to go to work on seriously to bring down feeling scared or fearful is your self-care and your self-compassion. I have 2 videos, about one on each of those subjects and corresponding blog posts on those 2 subjects. It's really important. You want to bring down feeling scared. You need to start taking care of yourself, taming your inner critic, and starting to go to work on how to identify, manage, and process your emotions. The other thing that's going to help you stop feeling scared or scared so often or fearful is to have really great friends. Really great friends will also help you be well loved and help you in lots of capacities. And making friends is not easy. I'm extremely sensitive to the fact that it's not easy, and not easy for most people, which is why I have several videos on making friends, including big no-nos and big yeses. So you want to start to make sure that you as an individual are surrounded by people who are going to love you and be there for you, and good people, no bad people, no shady people, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Assertiveness skills will also help you. They will help you start to get your life in order. So I have a video about that. While you're on this journey, I hope you'll get a reward system because they're wonderful. They will help you change, because we're talking about you changing some of your thinking or your attitudes or your beliefs. We're talking about developing new habits and practices, and having a reward system will help you stay on the road and stay on track. The other thing I would suggest is ask for help. Let people know that you need some support. People are generally good. Now, there are bad people, so you stay away from them. But you want to ask for the help that you need, because there's nothing wrong with asking for help. We're human. That means we're not supposed to be perfect. So ask for what you need. And if the first or second person can't help you or won't, keep at it. The other thing that's really important is, if you're somebody who's been feeling scared or afraid or fearful, is to ditch any shame or embarrassment about it. You feel how you feel. Making your feelings wrong is not going to help you get over them or work through them. Owning your feelings and recognize, I guess I don't have to feel ashamed or embarrassed. I guess I could give that up. And then moving on. The bottom line is, if you're someone who feels scared or frightened, with any amount of frequency, it's time to get in action. You want to be developing the right habits, practices, attitudes, and beliefs. So this is like a dull roar instead of an overwhelming, frequent occurrence. It's time for change. I hope that's been helpful. Please let me know how I can help you, because I don't want you to be scared. I want you to be happy and living a great life. All right, take care.